defense for that headlock when I'm down on the ground. But we're going to do a new technique together, right? So we're still here left to left. When he comes in, now this is my 12 o'clock. I'm going to do a hot switch to 130. So when he throws his left, I drop and punch to the ribs down there, and I go into a closed kneel. And as soon as I hit, this hand comes up to check. And I rock back on this, and I kick to the back. I'm sorry. Come on. I kick to the back of the leg here, and then I step back so that I can kick here to the stomach and step forward. And when I step forward, I check the arm, the shoulder, and see that corner of the ear right here? See that target? That's where this is going, with all of this weight. Boom! Right on the corner of the neck, back here. Yes, or on the jaw. Any of this area is great. So we're here, and I hot switch and kick 1, 2, slam, and punch. Right? That's the drill. Hot switch and let's do facing the other way. So you come. So it's a timing. It's a little more difficult. But I go 1, and then I come up. Boom, boom, right on the corner of the neck. Yes? Now I'm going to go ahead with the next move of this technique so we can finish because this is kind of complicated. So I punch on the corner of the neck, my hand drops down, and I use this open-end triangle of my head and my shoulder to trap his arm here. Wrap around, and I'm going to trip his leg this way and take him down. Okay, see how we did that? Now can everybody come here, please? Now in this, there are 5 techniques that start with this beginning. 5. This is technique number 5. The idea of this technique is when we hit the ground, his arm gets free and he gets me into a headlock. Now, this is a bad place for me. The good news is I have this foot here and this hand here. Because when he gets me in a headlock, he'd like to pull me over the top and go into a side. Yes, this is where he'd like to go, maybe. A very, very bad place for me, very good place for him. So, go ahead. Now, once again, like we did this before, let's move back this way just a little bit. Okay. When we did this before, remember I told you, is this going to hurt me? Yep, it's going to hurt. He's going to wrench my neck. He's going to try to punch me. It's a terrible place for me to be. But this is very important because as much as this hurts, if he gets me around to this position, it's going to hurt a lot worse in a second. So you just have to know that. And you have to stay here and take the pain, because if I go here, I'm not gonna get out of that one. Especially if he's as big as me or he's bigger than I am. It doesn't look good right now. I have maybe one small chance to reverse this position on him, and I don't want to go there. I can show that to you, but it's still a terrible position. Just take my word for it. So see, when he grabs, when my hand's here, it's not possible for him to do this. Okay, so this is where I put my hand behind his neck here on the ground, and I get behind him. And now I'm going to work into here, grab my hand, and I start to push with my head until I get my head out, and I trap his arm immediately. Okay, now, I'm going to take my left hand, find his hand, grab it, and then do that 4-finger grab here. Okay, now I'm getting ready for my move. When the time is right, I come over his head, I stay on top and get here, and then I'm going to break his shoulder. You see that? So, but I stay right on top of him, and see I've got his head trapped, I've got his width zone trapped, and I've got his height zone checked. Staying on him like this. And I don't move until I'm ready. If he's fighting and we're bucking and all, okay, I'll just hang on. Because when I got this, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get his arm and I'm going to get his shoulder, as long as I got this trap.
So I'm here. When I'm ready,
I come up just far enough to clear his rib cage, go behind his back, and then pull in. Yes? So we'll go until you trap and you dislocate and break the shoulder. Then your hands go here, you come up,